So here it says find the absolute maximum of the function f of x equals 2x cubed minus 15x squared plus 24x on the interval from 0 to 3. My first step is to just find the critical points of the function. Okay, and then I need to make sure that the critical points actually lie within this interval from 0 to 3. So, first things first, take the derivative and then set it equal to 0 and solve for x. So we get that the derivative is 6x squared minus 30x plus 24. Okay, so now setting this equal to 0, I need to factor this quadratic. And looking at it, the GCF, the greatest common factor, is 6. So taking that out, I have 6 times x squared minus 5x plus 4 equals 0. And I can factor this further, right? I get 6 times x minus 1 times x minus 4, which is equal to 0. And then now I see that my critical points that I'm going to get is x minus 1 equals 0, and x minus 4 equals 0. So I get that x equals 1 and 4, okay, are the critical points. Okay, but now I need to check, do both of these numbers lie within this interval? And hopefully you're saying no, right? Because last time I checked, right, 4 does not lie within the interval from 0 to 3. Okay, so here I'm just saying do not consider this critical point. Since it is not in the interval. Okay, so yeah, when we're talking about absolute extrema over an interval, we can't talk about absolute extrema of numbers outside of the interval, right? So we're staying within that interval and looking at that interval where are my absolute max and minimum values. Okay, so now step 2 just says to now plug in the critical points that lie within the interval and the endpoints back into the original function. So I'm just going to now plug in f of 0, f of 1, and then f of 3. Okay, so then here I get that this is 2 times 0 cubed minus 15 times 0 squared plus 24 times 0, and so this gives me 0. Then I have 2 times 1 cubed minus 15 times 1 squared plus 24 times 1. And so this gives me 2 minus 15 plus 24. And that should give me, let's see, negative 13 plus 24. That should give me 11. And then this is going to be a big number. Minus 15, plugging in the 3 squared, plus 24 times 3. Okay. And then doing this in a calculator, right, I get 3 cubed, which is 27, times 2, which is 54. So I'm going to have 54 minus, and then 15 times 9, which is 135, and then plus 24 times 3, which is 72. And so subtracting those, I get 54 minus 135 plus 72. So I'm getting that this is negative 9. Okay. So yeah, 27 times 2. Just want to make sure I was doing that right. Okay, so now looking at this here, what is our biggest value and which one's our smallest value? So here I would say that f of 1 gives us the biggest, right? So this is biggest, and then this is smallest. Okay, so now it just says determine which values are the absolute max and minimum values. So we would just say that there is an absolute max is 11 at x equals 1, and then absolute min is -9 at x equals 3.